So this is the post we're looking at from the top with a cutout x-ray essentially, you know. So right there what we're looking at is actually where this notch is, right? Because that's where the shiplap's going to land in that notch up to here. Then it's the cut edge 2x6 lands up there. Right about here-ish is where that's landing, right? But it's going to be a 45 into where the focus. You can focus better than that. All right, 3/4 inch shiplap lands here, right? And then my corner goes on top of it, landing into here, and it's going to go into here and around and out to the corner at a 45 from here, right? 45 out to here-ish, because it's about 2 inches from that side, and that's what we're looking at here. Right? There's the 2 inches. Focus. 2 inches I was talking about off inside. 3.5, obviously that represents this post, which is 3.5 in length. These are 3/4. This is the only little part that I don't love, but it actually, this little piece right here, all the way to here, is actually under here, if I land it all right. So it's going to basically go, I think it was 1 inch. So the 45 you'll see from here out. And that's it, right? Boom, notch, boom, boom, and I'm in. But again, like I said, that creates a difficulty in building, where I could have just landed on the top outside, and you know, there's several different ways I could have done it. But I kind of like the idea of it having a notch area that all of the weight gets distributed into, and then that creates a better end result, where it'll be able to hold all the weight really well. And it also kind of draws the square in the middle inwards without the post taking up space for the dirt, right? And then I have a perfect square. I don't have a post out in the middle of the dirt. It's all exterior. I think it'll look better, you know. And I really like this. I think this was one of the best choices I could have find, right? So here's the top edge lip, right? So this would be the side that faces out. That's the side that faces in. Cutting this out of the 2x6, that and cutting and the mitered corners on the 2x6 are the two most difficult things in this whole build. Mainly because the router that I have set up over here, which is what this is all on top of, is not, you know, hey, this ain't gonna break the bank, but it ain't gonna do a whole lot. The problem is I don't actually have a fence on this side, so I have to cut and create a fence on this side, or cut it with the skill saw, which of course the skill saw is maybe 1/8 thick, the blade, right? So I'd have to cut 2 cuts and then break out the middle with the blade, and then that creates 3 times the work, because that's 1 cut, 2 cut, 3 cut to clear the middle, and that's a lot of work on 30 or 40 feet of 2x6, whatever the fuck it is. I haven't really calculated that yet. I have some calculations just for figuring out the corners and how long it is and blah blah blah, but a lot of that doesn't help me a lot right now. I just kind of want to see if I can build this to the Lego standard that I want, that makes this, you know, look its best and present well. And so this is a, here, let's see if I can think of this. Get a little more visual on this for you. And this is why it's nice to have a clean garage. You wouldn't be doing all the shit I'm doing right now. So, this lands somewhere in there, right? Because this is like 1/4 to 1/2, something like that. But that's what's cut into the 2x4, which of course is 1.5 inches. So it's somewhere like right there. And then if you can think mitered 2x6. It'll have a little bit interior, obviously because of the inset on here. It'll have interior space, and then it'll go outside of the post 2 inches that way. If we're looking through the floor, obviously that's not pretty, but before I finish I can touch that with a little well, no, actually, because it's, we'll see. I might figure a way to clean that up a little bit. Hell, I might need to shave a little of this off anyways, just to make all this work out. But you get the idea. Making more work for myself than less on this, obviously, because there are so many different ways I could have made these corners. But I actually really wanted to be space efficient and still have structural integrity, and that's why the notch idea came in to play, to create a larger vegetable bed, still all landing on this, and the weight of the box and everything, but basically the floor, all of the shiplats landing, you know, here, here, and here. There's 4 of them actually in total to make up this, which was 20.5 inches. And then of course I added on for the inch, basically, so it's 21.5. I think that's what I cut this to. You know, I'll make sure to do more like plan stuff where I can show you how it this is really the best resource you can have right now, if you can think of this. So this is the shiplap, which I am not mitering the corner, by the way. I'm just gonna, that's why that line's solid there, to kind of remind me, like, I'm gonna hit the long side this way and the short side this way. That still gives me plenty of nailing area. Hell, I'll probably be trying to hit it in that direction anyways with my nails. You know, not, obviously not that, that's a drastic example, but something like that. So I know I've got plenty, you know, maybe give a couple, 1 and 1, you know, just really kind of make sure it's secured. I'm going to wood glue, even though I painted the interior, just as a good thing to do. I don't see why I would not glue everything. Water sealant, whatever you can think of it as. But yeah, so that's what I'm up to. I got plenty to do. I gotta glue these together. You got some up over there. Sorry about the jerky. Those are glued together, sets of 2. I think I've got 4 done. So that's 2 sides of the vegetable bed, but I have to cut those to 6 feet exactly.